Hello, everyone. My name is Clint Novak, and today we're going to be talking with Executive Chef Paul Maloney at King's Dominion. The Executive Chef program at Cedar Fair Parks is a fairly new program. They've been adding executive chefs to the amusement parks over the last couple of years, and since this June, King's Dominion has had their own executive chef. And we got Chef Paul on the line. How you doing, Chef?
Good, Clint. Excellent. Thanks for having me today.
No problem. So let's get started and talk a little bit about your background there at King's Dominion. How did you end up landing the job as executive chef?
Actually, it wasn't something I was looking to do. It was just I was up in D.C. for a while, for about 6 years. I was a personal chef. I was in the military for some time. I was executive sous chef at Omni Hotel in D.C. and a food service director after that with a healthcare company, and just wasn't really challenging enough for me. And I saw the opening at King's Dominion and wasn't really sure what to expect, but I figured I'd throw my name in the hat because, as a chef, of course, I love what I do, and I love the theme park atmosphere. As a kid growing up, I always, in Pennsylvania, going to Dorney Park, the Jersey Shore, the boardwalk, and just I love the atmosphere. I just figured, wouldn't it be awesome to be a chef in a theme park? And so I just threw my name in the hat, and like I said, I got the call to come apply and to come back down and do a cooking demo for the general manager and the food and beverage team, and got the phone call back afterwards, and it worked out great, and got the offer, and I jumped on it, and I'm excited to be here.
You know, that has to be a unique experience in itself, coming down and having to do a tasting and make dishes in a theme park kitchen. Because I would imagine that a theme park kitchen is not your typical, kitchen that you'd work in at, like, let's say, a restaurant. What kind of process was that, and what kind of dishes did you make for the interview?
Well, you're exactly right. It's a unique setting, unique atmosphere. There's a there's a main a commissary preparation kitchen that kind of preps for the whole park and gets food out to the park, but each individual stand has their own sort of kitchen also, which is they're all unique, all different. I did mine. We have a small kitchen up in the Caprice room, which is our VIP room. We do plated dinners in there, private events sort of thing, and I got to go in there and cook. And it's a regular, like, the household kitchen stove, appliances in there. So, but I had to spend the day in the park as my interview and kind of roll around the park, taking all the sights and observe what food's being done now in the park. And my objective was to come back afterwards and cook for them and kind of see how I could impact the park as far as my background, my style of food, and what I could use, current processes that are being used right now, how I can take a twist on those. So, I chose to, I had 3 hours to make whatever I wanted to make, and I did a nice grilled sausage sandwich with peppers and onions, which I love. I love that smell in the theme park when you walk through and you get that sausage on the grill.
Amazing.
Or peppers, onions sauteed in the grill. I didn't see it in the park, so I thought maybe something like that. And I did some really good dipping sauces for French fries, or for fried chicken, or for fried fish, for fried seafood. I did a smoked paprika mayonnaise, garlic mayonnaise, an Old Bay mayonnaise, and a pesto mayonnaise. And just had them lined up and make it, dip fries in and taste it and see what how it went well with everything with the fried food. So I focused on that sort of thing. I did a chicken sandwich, teriyaki chicken sandwich. That might be good in the water park sort of thing, but with grilled pineapple, red onion, and garlic mayonnaise with lettuce on a hamburger bun. So everybody liked that. And then I had to do a mock dinner, VIP plate dinner, as I would prepare it for a private event here in the Caprice room of the park. So I did a seared filet with a grilled wine demi sauce, some sour cream whipped potatoes. I did a tricolor carrots and grilled asparagus. And then I also did a salad course, which consisted of arugula, frisee, some baby mosh lettuce, red yellow tomatoes, a champagne vinaigrette. And I did dessert, kind of taking a play on the theme park dessert, which would be like a sampler if someone hadn't seen the theme park. So I did a funnel cake fritter dipped in cinnamon sugar, and a little shot of espresso, like a little cafe latte with cotton candy to use as sugar to come melt into your coffee. And I did like a fresh strawberry sauce, with strawberry, lemon juice, sugar, put on top of your funnel cake fritter. And I presented to them, and I just kind of gave the whole pitch on how I could change things and make an impact here. And I got the phone call the week after with the offer, and I was thrilled, and I jumped on it, and here I am.
Wow. There are two smells that are just amazing when you're on the midway of the amusement park. One is fresh popcorn, and the other is the grilled onions and green peppers. Just like, that is one of the best smells ever.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I love that. Seeing where you go, I mean, on the boardwalk somewhere, or even at a baseball game, or here in the park. I mean, you said it. I mean, the buttery popcorn smell, the fryings in the air, the peppers. I mean, it's something about that smell too. When it kind of brings back childhood memories too. When you're walking around and you think back when you were a kid, you went to a certain park with your family or something, and all the memories kind of get kicked around. So
this is the worst. This is the worst interview I've ever. I have to sit here and talk about food for a half hour with you. This is awful. This is torture. All right, so let's talk about what you've done this year. I know you haven't been at King's Dominion that long, but is there anything, if we were walking around the Midway today, what would we see that you've had your hand in so far?
Yeah, I've been here since early June. My main goal at first was, of course, get familiar with the park, meet the people, get and kind of see what we're doing now, what the park is doing, and kind of maintain that through the season. And then also, as I'm able to make some impact and make some changes throughout the year, but not a whole lot this year, but minor things like getting into our country kitchen stand, just trying to get better cooking times, cooking methods and preparation techniques for food, for our smoked turkey legs, the temperature times, and kind of seeing what we're doing now. But we're having some impact in there. But the biggest area I would say is we opened up Bistro 75 this season. It was late in the season, but it was a goal of our proven beverage director for some time. And just without having an executive chef, it was hard for him to kind of capture that fine dining atmosphere with a menu that reflects that style of service. And we put our heads together, and he said, "I want to open this up this season. Let's have some fun with it." So I got a great menu together with kind of European flavors, fresh salads, fresh ingredients. Actually really prepared the food. It's not like chicken fingers, or it's not deep fried or out of a box. It's all real, like homemade vinaigrette dressings, like pesto mayonnaises, cranberry mayonnaises for sandwiches, and desserts. We have some appetizers also. We serve beer and wine in there, and it's an actual full-service restaurant. There's only 6 tables, but it's a beautiful setting out by the water fountain on International Street. And you sit down and order off the menu and bring it out to you. You got real silverware, real white plates, real glasses, and it's just an amazing experience. But that's been some of the biggest impact I've had in the park was focusing on that. We also did a variety of we kind of tested things for the season kind of periodically, like funnel cake. We did a blueberry funnel cake topping on July 4th weekend, which we did very well. We're going to actually unroll some different flavors this weekend also for the last week of the park for Labor Day weekend. Just trying to touch on pretty much everything in a short period of time. That's a challenge in itself, to try to, like you said before, it's not just one restaurant or one hotel. It's an entire spectrum, of varieties of foods to try to make an impact on. You can't focus on one thing. You got to try to get your hands on as many different things at one time, and try to track it and see, do the guests like it? Do the guests don't like it? What do they want to see? And it's I would say the biggest thing I've had my hands on was the bistro, and that's my complete menu on all my food. And that's like a little sample of things to come for down the road for King's Dominion.
That's really cool. Now, have you also had your hand in with the cupcakes a little bit as well? I've heard possibly with like decorating or something like that.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, when I first came, nothing wrong with them. They were great. They had chocolate cupcakes and vanilla. which is plain chocolate frosting and plain vanilla. But I have a pastry background. I did some cake decorating in the past and cupcakes, and I won some awards to the American Culinary Federation in different competitions I've done. But I love doing pastry, and I'm very hands-on. So one weekend I just made some cupcakes, some gourmet cupcakes, different color frostings, with different like strawberry toppings, Oreo cookie toppings, and our commissary team, they embraced it. They loved it. They're ready for a change and ready to be shown different things. And I took advantage of that, and they took over, and we're just doing the cupcakes are cranking out now in the park. We're just from before. I mean, just a difference from being that plain look. It's the same cupcake, but different color frosting, different color toppings, fruit sauces on them. And people, they like that. It's different. It's a change from previous years, and people are ready for that. So we did impact it also this year.
Yeah, it's I've seen like I stop into the I don't even know what it is. It's like the cafe that's kind of attached to the pizza place on International Street. It used to be an ice cream place. And I've stopped in there because they always have a variety of cupcakes there, and they always have like the cookie crumble toppings, or all the insane different kind of cupcakes in there. And it's really fun to go in there and check out what kind of creations we've come up with next.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that, and I'm it's still trying to gauge as much as I can in the park every day. Trying to meet with guests and trying to get some feedback and what are you looking for? Or, season pass holders that come here all the time. I'm trying to get their feedback, and everything's been great so far.
So now we're coming up to the haunt season, which is a really big time of the year. Not only because it's the last part of the year, but just hordes and hordes of guests will end up coming into the park for a short amount of time, and this is kind of the first time where they can really cut you loose and let you just kind of go crazy with your food. Do you have any ideas as to what you're going to do, especially for haunt?
I do, which is an awesome thing because I love Halloween. I'm a big Halloween guy. I have an October birthday, just natural for me. I love Halloween, but we have some really really awesome things lined up for the park, especially for. We'll start advertising pretty soon online, but it's for our VIP haunt dinner experience up in the Caprice Room. I can't give too much away, but it's going to be awesome. We'll have the Caprice Room decorated, really really like a haunted house sort of thing. Myself, my servers will all be dressed up. Get the full. It won't just be sit down and eat. It's going to be an actual experience, like a haunted house. We'll have different themes every night. We'll look at doing it. Probably Fridays and Saturday evenings before the actual haunt kicks off at 7 p.m. So there's plenty of time to get in there, eat, have an awesome night, awesome dinner, and get in the park and enjoy the mazes and all the Halloween festivities. So, but we're looking at doing like a 3 or 4 course dinner in the Caprice Room, and I've got I got an evil Halloween mind, so some gory, gruesome names for food. It's actual real food, but it's going to present it to you like you're in a fine dining restaurant on white plates and the full service and everything. It's going to be an awesome night. So we're gonna. I've got menus already made up for that. Like I said, I can't give too much away, but it's definitely going to be an experience to come out to a theme park. I know other parks do like a buffet style sort of thing. A buffet Halloween dinner with characters dressed up in a show, but we're trying to make ours more intimate setting, more of a we can do 30 to 40 people at one time up in our Caprice Room, and it's a full service 3 to 4 course meal. You're being served and taken care of and enjoying the atmosphere and a few scares here and there, and just kind of get you warmed up for the park. So
that's really cool. There are some parks that have dabbled in the fine dining experience before the haunts open up. Some of them do it right in one of the mazes. And then, like you said, some of them have like a interactive buffet. So it's really cool. And this is a chance for coaster enthusiasts and fans of King's Dominion to experience the Caprice Room, because the Caprice Room is not a location that is typically open to the general public when it comes to the amusement park. So it's kind of a neat a VIP area that they would get to check out by also doing the dining experience.
Right, yeah, it's behind the scenes, and like you said, it's more reserved for VIP events and private catering sort of functions. But it's really it's like we're trying to do here at King's Dominion. What my goal and what I've been tasked to do is we're trying to take things in a different direction, to break that mindset of everything doesn't have to be fried and out of a box. And we're doing fresh food. We're having fun doing it. Other parks are doing it, so why can't we? And we want to make it all about, like you said before, not just about the rides. People love the rides, yeah, but we'll be known for good food also. Good food, good ingredients, and that's all part of the experience too. Like, it kicks up memories. Like I said, when you're a kid, and you might have a favorite ride in a certain park, but maybe you're watching TV or you're with your family and you eat something, you're like, man, this reminds me when I was a kid. I was at this park and I had this awesome sandwich or this awesome food, and so we're trying to get that whole package, sort of in one, with everything,
So it's going to be quite an obstacle, because when it comes to theme park food, most people don't feel like they're necessarily getting the value that they would want for the amount of money that they're paying for. Some parks are just amazing, like when it comes to Dollywood or even Busch Gardens parks. Their food just seems to be at a different level than for other amusement parks. So what are the obstacles that you're going to have to bring King's Dominion to that next level?
Well, it's like I said, for this season has been more of a observation mode for me to kind of see what we can do to achieve that goal. And we've got a lot of good things in place for next year. I can't give too much away, like I said, but throughout throughout the off season, that's all the fun of it too. Throughout the off season, I've got things lined up for product testing, product tasting, different ingredients, different companies, different vendors, sort of thing. As far as food goes, getting much better culinary-minded people in the park to help with that, to achieve that goal, from culinary schools in the area, apprenticeship programs with culinary students, to get more of that feel. We have great kids that work here now in the park, but some are just here for summer jobs, like anybody would do, or just off for college for the summer. But I want to make this a awesome experience for the employees also that work here for me. That actually walk me and learn something about food. Actually take the time and show them things, hands-on training. But with those good people in place, we have a lot of. There is challenges, of course, yes. The biggest challenge is trying to figure out. You got all types of crowds that come through here. You got ethnic backgrounds. You got children. You got health fanatics who want to eat salads all day and vegans, and then you got your people who don't care, who want to have fun, eat fried food all day. But it's just that mix of like, where do you focus on? You kind of really got to try to hit the nail on the head, and it's hard to hit that. But if you have a little bit of everything across the board, and just do it right and do it good, it's definitely going to work out. But I know for next year. It's already been released. We're doing a water park expansion for next year, and we're going to focus on doing some really good food down in the water park as well, to go with that experience. For example, we have the new cabanas. We're going to upgrade. We'd like to have like a exclusive experience that only you can get if you rent from the cabanas for the day. Right now, you can order off the menu and they bring it out to you. They have like chicken fingers, fries, burgers, pizza. We'd like to scale it up a few more notches for next year and have some better food, much better ingredients, more variety, fresher food. Same thing, bring it out to the cabanas, but the exclusive only experience for that. And then we also got some other food we like to focus on. I'm not going to give away some secrets right now, but
I tried.
Yeah, because there is we're actually planning and talking right now, actually in the process. So nothing is solid yet. So I want to say one thing right now and then
exactly, and then have it change. Exactly.
We've been having lots of meetings and planning groups with the food and beverage director here. looking at next year already. We actually started about a month ago, just kind of brainstorming, and I have notebooks and full of ideas, front and back, on both sides of paper, just notes, ideas, menus. I mean, there's so much out there that we're looking at, and we'll just have to kind of take from that now, narrow it down, and just focus on, like I said, really good food that's done well and done right. To make it, I understand it's the same as if you go to the airport. Like in airports, the prices are high. Theme parks, the prices are high, but without lowering the price. The price is still stay in place, sort of thing, but you get better food. Maybe portion size is bigger, fresher ingredients. So when you leave here, the idea is that you're not leaving here like, oh my God, I paid this much for this, and you don't feel bad about it. I want you to leave here and be like, you know what, I paid this much for a meal today, but it was amazing. It was awesome, and I'd go back and get it again. I mean, that's what I want people to leave here thinking that, with that mindset, where it was an amazing day. The rides were great, the food was awesome, and it's just an all around experience, to
basically making food part of the attraction of King's Dominion. With the other parks I mentioned, like Dollywood, they're known for their amazing food, and that's one of the reasons why you go, because the food is going to be just amazing. And so when you go, instead of eating a McDonald's cheeseburger before you go to the park, you wait till you get to the park, because that's going to be one of the big draws. Just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I would really like to. We've got some brainstorming going to get a few signature items that we're known for in the park. Different types of maybe signature sandwiches, signature burgers, signature desserts, sort of thing. But that we're definitely looking at a lot of things right now, and we're building teams for this season, but to come back for next season and have the support in place to actually do some of these things. And I'd like to say this is the 40th celebration for King's Dominion, and next year will have much more of an impact on the food in the park for next year.
All right, giving us something to look forward to, Chef Paul.
Definitely is.
And when you are doing these food tastings in the off season, you just think about me. Just shoot me an email. I'll be down there in a heartbeat. I'm ready to try out whatever you got to throw at me.
No, I definitely will. This is my first time actually talking to you, and but I've heard many great things about you and what you do for the park, the following you have, and I would love to, like I said, keep you in the loop on things so you can help us get the word out to our guests and our the people that come back every year. I mean, a lot of people follow you and they listen to what you say, and I would love to, once I'm doing these tastings, I'd love to have you out and sample some things so you can help us get the word out.
I'm like the King's Dominion food critic. Every time I go and eat somewhere in the park, I take a picture of it. But then the worst thing is I got Dan and Jacob on speed dial. So whenever something's not right, I'm calling them up, going, okay, we need to talk about this over here. But I have to say, right now, my favorite spot has been Borders at King's Dominion, and it's one of those restaurants. I know you probably haven't had a lot to do with it yet, but it's gone so far from just a place that served tacos to like an all-out experience, and the food there is not the typical amusement park food. It is beyond what amusement park food would be. So. It really excites me, getting a chance to go there. And then I haven't had the bistro yet, but I've definitely gone over there and taken some pictures. And I know some people have eaten there, and they really enjoyed the experience. And to talk about perfect location too, right there next to the fountains on International Street. It's in a shaded area, just a really perfect place to do a cafe.
Yeah, it definitely is. We also like to look at doing more things in the park with involving myself, like using our bistro to like a prefixed menus, like a chef event sort of thing, where we can do a VIP out right there on the International Street. Where we can, if like a small group wants to come in, have that experience, and I can set up the portable pans out there and cook right there in front of people, and just to show we have real food here. We have chefs here. We have. We're making a statement here. We're it's like the gloves are off now. It's like we're here. We're making a statement. We're here to stay. Fresh food, real food, and I want people to know that it's very important that we're just known for rides, known for food also.
Wow. I'm definitely looking forward to Haunt, and I'm looking forward to 2015 at King's Dominion. And I look forward to running Indy at the park sometime. So I know the cupcakes have been one of my Chef Paul favorites. So I'm looking forward to see what else you have to roll out.
Awesome. Sounds good. And you can have my number on speed dial as well from now on. So you can give me
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Just ask Dan. Ask Dan before you do that.
Yeah.
That's getting you in trouble. All right. Thank you very much, Chef Paul. We look forward to talking to you again. Thank you for coming on the show, and thanks much.
It was a pleasure. Thanks a lot.